Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lynn, Massachusetts at Manning Field for this afternoon's Northeastern Conference battle between the home team, Lynn English Bulldogs, coached by Chris Carroll, and the visiting Swampscott High Big Blue, head coach Bobby Scrino. Fans, we'd like to welcome Marky.
Manning Field. We're looking at the award-winning ROTC. They present the colors, and now the band will play the national anthem. Outstanding job, as usual, the marching band, the ROTC, the award-winning ROTC. Sergeant Major Oswald and his group does a fabulous job. They win an awful lot of awards. They've brought a lot of recognition to the city of Lynn. The ROTC, the band, and the cheerleaders below, they work as hard as the football players, putting time and effort. I walk my dogs. You heard me say I walk my dogs around English High School every day, and every day there are the ROTC kids working out, the band practicing, the cheerleaders going through their techniques. They put a lot of time and effort. Cheerleaders will be getting ready soon for competition. But we got a big one today. Swampscott 4-0, English 3-1, and English is hard pressed now. English has given up 76 points in their last 2 games. And they're going to have to really tighten their belts defensively because Swampscott is going to throw the ball. They're going to run the ball. They can clinch a tie in the NEC Tier 3 with a win today over English. English would like to knock them off and not let them do that, certainly not at English's expense. And more importantly, this is the 4th annual Jeff Blydell Cup. Jeff Blydell is an outstanding athlete in English. Coached Chris Carroll with the semi-pro team they have. He was a teammate of mine in fast pitch softball. Outstanding athlete, an outstanding gentleman, and he passed away way too soon. Both his sons were outstanding athletes at Swampscott High, and Jeff was an outstanding athlete at English, so it's only fitting that this game should be the Jeff Blydell Cup. English in their maroon, Swampscott in their white with blue trim. And I thought I saw that English was going to get the ball first. Graham Inzana is the quarterback for Swampscott. He's 33 yards away from 1,000 yards passing. He's thrown for 12 touchdowns. Dylan January is one of the captains, well-known name, both Lynn, Saugus, and Swampscott. Grandfather Don is Hall of Fame at Saugus. His father, uncle, and grandfather, all well-known umpires. So English is going to get the ball first.
Number 6, Taj Perger. Number 11, Prince Brown, back deep.
Picked up at the 13-yard line. Getting across the 25. Out to about the 28-yard line. And that's where English will put it in play.
Kick was fielded by number 6, Taj Perger at his 16-yard line. Taken up to the 28, we was stopped by number 34, Harry Riddell. It will be first and 10, Lynn English.
Matt Severance will be the quarterback. Angora will be with him in the backfield. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Brown, Prince Brown by himself to the near side. Now they fill the backfield now with Severance. That's Bangura banging straight ahead for 5 or 6. They give him a 34 for 6. Second down and 4.
Will be second and 4, ball at the Bulldog 34.
Second and 4, excuse me, picked up 6. Hit and dropped. They're going to lose a couple of those yards.
Bangor on the carry.
They lose 3.
Brought down by number 51, Jake Bartram.
And now it's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Loss of 3 on the play. It will be 3rd and 7, ball at the Bulldog 31.
Opening drive of the ball game. Good sized crowd here for this one. Swampscott brought many on the other side. Whole little conglomerate of students at about the 35-yard line. Now we got a whistle for a timeout.
Timeout, Swampscott.
Swampscott called a 30-second timeout. Very nice Saturday afternoon for this one. Second week in a row, English has played Saturday afternoon. They're trying to make it 2 wins in a row, go 2-0 on Saturday afternoon. The one loss was to Malden Catholic. And Chris Carroll would like to certainly forget that game. Again, 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Now 2 wideouts to the near side. Severance in the backfield by himself. Rolling to the near side, looking to throw. Prince Brown catches it for a first down. Good job by Severance buying himself time. I thought for a minute he might run for it. Prince Brown came back to the ball to help him. They put it at the 41. They picked up 10. And the first down of the ball game goes to the Bulldogs. They go very quickly. They double the wideouts to either side. The quick out, bobbled. And they try to run a little bit before they caught the ball. He was looking for Perda. The play was there. Perda, I think he took a little extra step before he caught the ball. It didn't pop up high enough for Swampscott to pick it off, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 41. English would like to hold on to the ball, run some clock, and keep it away from Swampscott's offense. Swampscott's trying to get back in English. They went to Swampscott last year and beat Swampscott at Lot 6 Field. Motion to the far side. Severance looking to throw. In trouble. Takes off and runs with it. And he's close to first down yardage. They give him midfield for 9.
Matt Severance around the left end for the
He had a
Bulldogs.
lot of room to the near side, took off and ran with it. He's a threat. He's an outstanding player,
Augustin on the stop.
both offensively and defensively.
Gain of 9. It will be 3rd and 1.
Nick
ball
Bates
in
is now in the
midfield.
backfield with Severance. They need a yard on 3rd down. Severance runs straight ahead. He's not going to get there. It's going to be 4th and a yard. Direct snap. He just ran straight to the ball. I don't think they're going to punt here. I think they're going to go.
Stop by number 51, Jake Bartram. Number 76, Andy Rosa.
Bangura is back in the ball game. Severance stays in. Chris Carroll rolling the dice early. First possession, he's going to go 4th and a yard from midfield. They go double wing. They pitch it to Bangura. Gets the first down and a lot more. Went off English's right side, got good blocking. Gets to the Swampscott 43, picked up 7. So they'll hold on to the football. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Swampscott 43.
10 ball at the Big Blue 43.
They stay in that double wing. Bangura around the right side, cuts it up inside and gets 5 or 6. They put it to 38.
Bangura, Fulham English. Brought down by number 7.
Give him 5, it'll be 2nd down and 5.
And number 3, Jonathan Oriaki.
They run from the spread, but they like to go to that double wing.
Gain of 5 on the play will be 2nd and 5.
Now they go back to the spread.
38.
Double wideouts to either side. Motion coming to the near side. Severance rolling to the near side. In trouble. Lets it fly and throws it out of bounds. Yeah, a lot of pressure
Prince Browning complete.
by Dylan January, that young man we mentioned earlier. Well, it's going to be 3rd and 5, and obviously this is 4-down territory. If you go for it at midfield, he's certainly going to go for it at the 38. They go back to the double wing. Prince Brown and Bangura, the running backs. Brown goes in motion, takes the pitch, turns the corner with that speed, gets around the corner. He's got a 1st down.
Prince Brown around the left end for the Bulldogs. He stepped out of bounds at the 29.
They put it at the 29. He picked up 9.
Played good for a Bulldog. 1st down.
So English was hold on to the football. They stay in that double wing. The pitch to Bangura. Trying to turn the corner. Not going to get there. He's back out at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10. Now they put it to 30. They gave him a loss of a yard.
To get into Smile Bangura on the carry.
So it's 2nd and 11.
Stop the no gain by number 5, Zach Palmer. It will be 2nd and 9 for the Big Blue 30.
Looking, throws it deep. He's got a man there. It looked like he kind of slowed down and then tried to pick up speed. He had a swept on the defense.
Kate Dubiel on coverage.
3rd and 11 from the 30-yard line. The three wideouts come to the near side. Prince Brown by himself on the far side. Severance looking to throw. In trouble. Lets it fly down the middle. There was nobody there. He was trying to avoid a sack. And it brings up a 4th down. And they need 11. So they've eaten up almost 5 minutes of this first period. And it comes down to this, 4th and 11. This will be the 14th play of the drive. Swampscott is giving ground. They got their safeties and D-backs. Now they squeeze up a little bit. And we're going to take a timeout. 30 seconds. Called by Swampscott. They had their D-backs very deep. And then they brought them up. Prince Brown's got one-on-one coverage. Because everybody else is worried about the three wideouts on the near side if they run the same play or set up the same way. So a big play for the Bulldogs early. 4th down and 11. They've been moving the ball. Now they double the wideouts to either side. Severance looking to throw. Over the middle, it's caught! Down to the 10-yard line. Nice catch by Purta. Good throw by Severance.
First down pass complete. Matt Severance, the number 6, ties Purta over the middle.
At the 10, they picked up 20.
Stop by number 16, Graham.
So 1st and goal from the 10. They fill the backfield now with Severance. Bangura tries to run straight ahead. Pushing forward, he might have got about 3. Ran into heavy traffic, 2nd and 3rd effort. Got him a couple. They put it at the 8.
Bangura on the carry. Stop by number 3, Jonathan Iraq. Number 7.
2nd and goal from the 8.
Anton Vasquez. Gain of 2 on the play will be 2nd and goal. Ball at the big blue 8.
They go back to the double wing. They pitch it to Bangura. Gets inside the 5. Off that right side. He picked up 4. 3rd and goal from the 4. They've used up more than half the period.
Will be 3rd and goal. Ball at the Swampscott 5.
This will be the 17th play of the drive. They stay in that double wing. They give it to Bangura. He bangs in for the touchdown off the right side. Here's the replay, banging in. Went to the right side, cut it back to the left, and get in easily. 72 yards in 17 plays. They used up 6.5 minutes. And Tyler Driner will look for the extra point. And he's been virtually perfect all year. And English grabs a 7-0 lead.
Bangura 5-yard touchdown run. The extra point by Tyler Driner is good. There's a concession stand located underneath the Linninger side of the field.
An impressive drive. They converted on 4th and 11. A big catch by Purda, 20 yards. They converted on a 3rd and 7 with a big catch by Brown. Brown also had a big 9-yard run. So running and throwing, they ate up almost 7 minutes. 6 minutes and 39 seconds. At the 30-yard line, they go down at the 31. Cameron O'Brien went down at the 31-yard line. So Swampscott will have their turn. And English defense will go to work.
Kick was down at the 32.
They put it at the 32. He actually went. He put his knee right down at the 31. They put it at the 32. They go double wideouts to either side. They run it straight ahead for about 4. Four yards on the play. Graham Inzana is the quarterback. They send 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They run it straight ahead again. It's January again. Not getting very much. They put it back at the 36 for no gain. So Swampscott faced with a big 3rd down. 3rd and 6. And the last thing you want to do is give the ball right back to the Bulldogs.
Stopped by number 75, Uriel Garcia. Number 51, Tommy Gaylord.
3 wideouts to the near side, 2 to the far side. Inzana by himself in the backfield. And Chris Carroll seeing the setup. Calls for a 30-second timeout. Matt Severance, the quarterback, is also the safety. And he's in on a load of tackles. And he also can pick the ball off. He's done that a few times. So early, but a big play for Swampscott. English converted a couple, especially a huge 4th and 11. Four wideouts, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Swampscott with a long count, maybe trying to draw English offside. They snap it, they fake the run, they throw it quickly over the middle, it's caught. Very nice catch. Andrew Augustin, a prime receiver. That was just a rifle shot over the middle. He made a nice hands catch, and they convert, and they get down to the English 22.
Pass complete over the middle to number 23, Andrew Augustin for a big blue gain.
42 yards and a 1st down. They throw it again. Incomplete.
22 on the pass play.
That 42-yard pass play has put Inzana over 1,000 yards.
Incomplete. It will be 2nd and 10, ball at the English 22.
Swampscott trying to answer right back. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Over the middle, overthrows the intended receiver. And that's Oriaki. Jonathan Oriaki.
Pass intended for number 3, Jonathan Oriaki. Incomplete coverage provided by number 23, Bo Antea.
3rd and 10 from the 22.
It will be 3rd and 10.
Obviously 4 down territory here for the Big Blue. They double the wideouts to either side. January in the backfield with Anzana. Motion now coming to the near side. They fake it. They go back to the other side. Caught. That's a first down. They faked coming to the near side. They hit Augustin coming right over the middle. Boy, he's a big receiver, big long strides.
Taj Perner on the stop.
They get down
Spotted at the 7
to the 7-yard line. They picked up 15 and a first down. So 1st and goal for Swampscott as we're under 2 minutes here in the first period. Looking to throw, they throw it, and that's way out of the end zone. You could tell as soon as they threw it, they were not going to be anywhere near that one.
Pass intended for number 5.
High and wide and out of bounds. 2nd and goal from the 7.
It will be 2nd and goal from the Bulldogs 7.
Knew it wasn't going to be very long before Swampscott started throwing the ball. They ran it their first 2 times. They've thrown 5 straight passes now. 2 big completions. And they double the wideouts to either side. Looking to throw. They set up the screen. January makes the catch. He's going to come up short, and it's going to be a big 4th down. You knew as soon as he started backpedaling, giving ground, that they were going to drop it off underneath. They picked up 3. 3rd and goal from the 4. They double the wideouts to the near side. Inzana rolling. They throw it to the backside. English had the pick, and they couldn't hold on. Prince Brown at the 1-yard line. He would have gone 99 yards. There was nobody between him and the goal line. Again, they had motion coming to the near side. They faked it. They threw it to the backside. They threw that for a big play twice to Augustin. And they tried it again, and they threw it right on the number 11 of Prince Brown. And he had it, and he would have gone for a touchdown, but he couldn't hold on. I think he was the most surprised guy in the house that they threw the ball right in his lap. They double the wideouts to either side. Motion coming to the near side. Over the middle again. Incomplete. English will get the football. That's the 3rd time they've sent motion to the near side to get man-to-man coverage on the far side. This time they try to go, instead of coming to the middle, they broke it back to the corner of the end zone, and it was incomplete. English will take over. They double the wideouts to either side. Severance was going to take off, and he got nailed after maybe a yard.
Matt Severance on the carry. We stop for a short loss by number 76, Andy Rosa.
This would be the last play of this first period.
Will be 2nd and 11 ball at the Lynn English 3.
They put the ball at the 3. They lost a yard. Seventh speed. Takes off and runs with it. Gets a hole. Slides. He's going to be just shy of the first down. And that should end the first period.
Again, Matt Severance up the middle to the Bulldogs.
They put it out to the 12. It's going to be third and a couple.
Third and 2. That is the end of the first quarter. The score from Manningfield at the end
He
of
picked
one
up
is
9.
Fish 7, Swampscott 0.
So English wins the first period, but we got a lot more football to come. He ran for 50, threw for 30. Gore ran for 24. Sevens for 17. Prince Brown had a carry for 9. Andrew Augustine had 2 catches for 57 yards. They go to the double wing. They need a couple. Bangura gets the head of steam up. He's gone. They're not going to get him. He's taking it to the house. They ran the double wing. He went off the right side, got a big break, got loose, and just outran everybody. Here's the replay. Look at this. Right there. Now it's a foot race. And they're not going to come close. He's in easily. $88 yards. It puts him over 100. $96 yards. In 3 plays. And Dryden is good again.
His extra point is good.
So it didn't, they went a little bit further than they did the first drive, but it didn't take them anywhere near as long. 88 yards. And all of a sudden that sun has gone down, the clouds have come over, and it's cooled off a little bit. People were showing up in shorts and T-shirts. They may have to run home at halftime and try to get a long pair of pants and a jacket. So English fans are ecstatic. I'm sure Chris Carroll is saying there's a lot of football left to play. We've only played 15 seconds into the second period. English will kick it off for the second time. At about the 17-yard line. Coming to the near side. Nice return across the 40-yard line. Zach Palmer. So they'll have good field position to start what will be their second possession.
Kick was fielded by number 5, Zach Palmer. Taken up to the Swampscott.
At the 44.
Stopped by number 6, Todd Berta. First and 10, Big Blue.
They ran 10 plays in the first period, but they came up short. They try to run straight ahead. Isaac Andre.
Number 9, Isaac Andre up the middle. Brought down immediately by number 75, Yariel Garcia.
They lost a yard.
1 on the play will be 2nd and 11, ball at the 43.
Three wideouts to the far side, one to the near side. Faking, looking to throw over the middle. In and out of the fingertips, a little bit high. Catchable, but it was a little bit high.
Donna's pass intended for number 35, Connor Lynch, incomplete.
Connor Lynch was the intended receiver.
11.
So it'll be 3rd and 11 for Swampscott. Again, they double the wideouts to either side. They're changing the play. They switch the running back around. Looking to throw. In trouble. He's going to get sacked. Nice job by Jeriel Garcia.
Donner is sacked for a loss by number 75, Yariel Garcia.
Swampscott's going to have to kick it away. They'll kick it away. Good high boot. They let it bounce. It takes a little bit of a Swampscott bounce down to about the 26. They put it in the English 25. If you look way over to the far screen, you look at the young man in the wheelchair over there, right there, talking to the people on the sideline. That's my nephew. That's John Hoffman. He played on the first Super Bowl team for Swampscott High School. He was an outstanding police officer before he had a stroke in Swampscott. They lob it out. They throw it down. They're wide open. They overthrew him. They had a perfect play. They lateraled it out. They threw the pass downfield. Purda was 20 yards behind everybody, and they threw it too far. Oh, I had to put the camera on my namesake, as I mentioned. First Super Bowl ever played, because they played 3 games on a day, and Swampscott happened to play the first game that day. They won the first Super Bowl. He was a big part of that. He went on to play at Loyola of Montreal football. Played in the Aganis game. He was an outstanding football player. He was a policeman for years in Swampscott, and unfortunately he had a stroke, and that's why he's in the wheelchair. So I'm glad we could pick him out. Trying to run it straight ahead. They lost the ball. It got picked off. Oriaki stole the ball.
Bulldog fumble was recovered by number 3 for Swampscott, Jonathan Oriaki.
At the 19, what a huge break for the Big Blue. Bangura got about 3 to the 28, and in that pile of bodies, they just took it away. And Swampscott gets a huge break. They get 2 huge breaks. They didn't complete the pass. Now the quarterback trying to get outside, can't. And that's the quarterback Severance. We told you how good he is defensively. They lose 4 on the play. So 2 huge breaks for Swampscott. The pass that was too far with Purta 20 yards behind everybody would have waltzed in for a touchdown that English didn't get. And now the steal by Oriaki. Second and 13, they sent 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Now they send January in motion to the far side. Taking off and running straight ahead, getting to the 10-yard line. The quarterback, Inzana.
Quarterback ran Inzana up the middle. Brought down by Taj Purta.
He picked up 13, so it's going to be 3rd down and a yard. That's a big play by the quarterback. So 2 huge breaks for the Big Blue. They're not going to get there, I don't think. Right back at the 10-yard line, another big 4th down. They try to run straight ahead with January.
Before Dylan, January on the carry.
Fourth and a yard. We've had big plays all over the place, and we still have over 6 minutes left to play in the first half.
It will be 4th and
Double wideouts to either side. Huge play here. 4th and a yard. Motion going to the far side. Rolling there. Overthrows the receiver. Incomplete. He had Oriaki open.
Incomplete. The Bulldogs take
They didn't try to run for it. They overthrew the receiver, and English holds again. From the 10. Bangura trying to squeeze out a couple. They give him the 12 for 2.
Bangura on the carry.
Second and 8. When they snap it, we'll be at the halfway mark of the second period. They try to run it against the grain. They sent Bangura to the near side. They sent Bates to the far side. Swampscott shut it down. And the receiving crew will come out now. They put the ball back at 12. No gain.
Stopped by number 54, Nick Flynn.
Again, a big play. If they don't make it, they'll be punting virtually from the end zone. Certainly inside the 10.
7 for an English ball at their own 13.
Receivers all over the place. Seven's by himself in the backfield. And now we get a timeout called by Swampscott. And this one will be a full timeout. So the wheel's turning on both sides. Swampscott's high-powered offense. They looked like they were moving. They had 2 big completions to Andrew Augustin. They get down. They had it 1st and goal at the 7. They were only able to pick up 3 yards. They turned it over at the 4. And English proceeded to go 96 yards in 3 plays. Bangura going 88 for the touchdown. And then Swampscott avoided a bullet. They ran a lateral out to Fowler, out to the near side. He threw it downfield to Perta, who was wide open, nobody within 20 yards, and they overthrew the pass. They didn't get the touchdown. Then they came back, Bangura fighting for yardage, had the ball taken away by Oriaki, and they had it at the 19-yard line. They missed on 4th down. Now English has 3rd and 8. 5 wideouts. It goes by. Sevens has presence of mind to throw it away. That was almost going to be a safety. He threw it upfield. Good heads up by Sevens. He's a very good. He's very high in his class academically, so very intelligent quarterback as well. He just said, "You're not getting 2 points on me."
Number 5, Zach Palmer back deep for Swampscott.
English will kick, but Swampscott should get good field position without a run back. They dropped the snap. Now they're in trouble and they're going to knock down. The snap was low. They bobbled it. They couldn't get the kickoff. And another huge break. At the English 2-yard line. How many breaks can you give this team?
Will be 1st and goal.
January walks in for the touchdown.
And number 4, Dylan January takes it those 2 yards up the middle for a Swampscott touchdown.
So 2 yards on one play. Here's the replay, runs straight ahead. He'll shift over from this. Kick is no good. With that 2-yard touchdown run, Swampscott has 6 yards rushing in the first half. So 3 big plays. 2 of them they didn't take advantage of. But you keep giving them those types of opportunities. Swampscott's too good to let them make it, to have it that easy. Swampscott will kick it off. 4:29 left in the first half. Prince Brown and Perta will go back deep. English could very easily have been ahead 21-0 with the extra point. They threw the ball too far. Kick is away at the 19-yard line. Brown dancing around, gets to the 30, and he gets gang tackled and pushed back. Let's see how much forward progress they give him. He made it to the 30. I don't think they're going to give him the 30.
Kick was fielded by number 11, Prince Brown, at his 20-yard line, taking him to around the 30.
Chipping him 2 yards. He got to the 30. They're going to put it at the 28. So the 28 is when they started the ball game and went 72 yards in 17 plays. They'd like to do that again.
It will be 1st and 10 with English ball at their own 28.
3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They let it fly. They get a man open again. They overthrew him again. Fowler had Prince Brown wide open. Fowler went in to play quarterback.
It will be 2nd and 10.
That's twice they had that play, and it was wide open. Fowler went like he was going to run, sweep. Saugus, as soon as the Swampscott bit came up, and Fowler didn't put any air under it. He threw it as hard as he could, and it overthrew Brown. Brown was looking more to his inside shoulder. The ball was thrown outside. And another big opportunity for the Bulldogs goes by the boards. 2nd and 10 from the 28. Severance is back in at quarterback. Motion now coming to the near side. They give it to Bangura. He gets a couple. Third and 8.
On the carry.
You don't want to give it right back to Swampscott.
Dimitri had to let through on the stop.
Severance brings the play back to the huddle. They double the wideouts to either side. Severance gets away. He lost his helmet. Pass is incomplete. They knocked the helmet off Severance, and he just slid away and tried to make the play. English will have to kick it away. So missed the momentum thanks to that botched punt. Has changed signs a little bit here. English still leading, but now they have to worry about the snap again.
Zach Palmer back deep.
This time the snap is good. The kick is away. They let it bounce. It takes a good English bounce. And it's going to roll inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. Perna with a nice punt. He would have got the first one off if the snap was good. So put it at the Swampscott 27-yard line. That's where the Big Blue will put it in play.
The Big Blue 27 where Swampscott will start first.
We mentioned Swampscott undefeated. With a win, they could clinch at least a tie in Tier 3 of the Northeastern Conference. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Little swing pass, and they hit him. They're going to lose yardage. He dumped it out to January.
January. He was stopped by number 4, Matt Severance, along with number 5, Miguel Ramos.
I'm going to call it the 25 and give him a loss of 2.
Loss of 2 on the play will be 2nd and 12. Ball at the Big Blue 25.
Again, double wideouts to either side. Whistle. English called a timeout before the play. Just shy of the 2-minute warning. 2:19 left. English got out to a 14-0 lead, and they kind of gave one back. They were punting, and the snap was low, and they couldn't get the punt off. Swampscott took over at the 2-yard line and ran one play for a touchdown. They missed the conversion, and that's where we are, 14-6. English has had 2 golden opportunities for touchdowns on plays that I'm sure they put in this week. A lateral out to Matthias Fowler, who sometimes goes in, replaces Severance at quarterback. And he had Perda 20 yards behind everybody downfield, and he overthrew him. And then they had Fowler. Looked like faking a rush to the near side. Swampscott bit, came up. Brown was behind the defense, and Fowler once again overthrew the intended receiver. Second and 12. High snap, Inzana handles it. Under pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. We're going to get all kinds of penalties. Bowen T had his hands all over Augustine. He grabbed his shirt. That's going to give Swampscott a first down. I thought they marked it off from the line of scrimmage. I'm pretty sure they marked it off from the line of scrimmage. From the 25, they mark it to the 40. Swampscott gets a break. It'll be first and 10 from there. It would have, with the incomplete pass, it would have been 3rd and 12. But no question, he had a handful of jersey. But it was a shame because the ball wasn't catchable. They fake it. Over the middle, a man wide open. They faked it a couple of times and they're going to go in for the touchdown. They faked it right, they faked it left. He kept it, and he found Augustine wide open, and he hit him in stride. Here's the replay. Watch this perfect pass right in stride. Augustine is 6 foot 160. He's bigger than that. 60 yards. So that penalty really hurt. They go 73 in 2 plays. They'll have to go for 2 here. Augustine has gone over 100 yards receiving. That's going to be against Swampscott. Now, did they call timeout first? Swampscott called the timeout first. Three wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Two-point conversion will tie this up. He's in. Oriaki just snuck in.
Oriaki is good. Score is all tied with 1:59 to go in the half.
So Swampscott getting all the breaks here in the first half. A couple of missed opportunities for English, a bobble snap, and now the pass interference keeps their drive alive. Swampscott's passed for 118 yards. Augustine has 3 catches for 117 yards. Bangura has rushed for 119. And Swampscott will kick it off, and they certainly have the momentum going for them with 1 tick under 2 minutes left. They've come back to tie it, and they'll get the ball to start the second half. So this is just everybody getting their money's worth. This is just the type of game that everybody thought it would be. English using the running game, Swampscott using the passing game They bounce it at the 19-yard line. Brown trying to get outside, can't. He's going to get to the 25-yard line before he gets knocked back. Good coverage by the Big Blue, and we got a Big Blue player down. They're going to give him 6-yard return to the 25 with 1:52 left. English would like to get something going here. They'll come out to check on the Big Blue player who's down. English took the opening kickoff. They converted a big 4th and 11 on a 20-yard pass to Perta. They went 72 yards in 17 plays. Bangura going in from the 4. Dryning's kick was good. It was 7-0. Swampscott came right back. They ran 10 plays. Had it 1st and goal at the 7th. Only able to pick up 3 yards. They turned the ball over at the 4. English went 96 yards in 3 plays. Bangura, 88 yards for the touchdown. The kick was good. It was 14-0. But then it was Oriaki's fumble recovery that got them the 19-yard line. They didn't convert, but they got it down deep at the 10-yard line. English couldn't do anything. They had a kick. The snap was no good. It wound up at the 2-yard line. Swampscott scored. And now a pass interference gave Swampscott a big 1st down. And they convert on a huge 60-yard pass play. Bangura gets out to the 30 for 5. Seven started up the middle, cuts it to the outside, stays on his feet, gets a 1st down across the 40. 11 yards.
Sevens on the 1st down carry. Zach Palmer on the stop. Timeout, Lynn English.
English takes a timeout. 9 ticks, over a minute left. Rolling to the near side, looking. Caught, and they knocked Perta out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. It's a 1st down. Into Swampscott territory at the 48. English would love to go down and score. They'd love to at least get close and maybe give Drynan a shot at a field goal. Ball just inside the 48. I'm calling it the 48. $11 yards on the play. Again, they double the wideouts to either side. Motion now to the far side. Severance looking over the middle. Wide open. Perta was open again. They overthrew him. In fairness to Severance, he had to get rid of it very quickly because there was a lot of pressure on him. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Four ticks, under a minute left now. Drynan's got a pretty good leg. If they get it anywhere down near 15, 20-yard line, they could give him a shot. Bangura straight ahead, get some room. He's got a first down. That'll stop the clock. Swampscott thinking pass. They ran Bangura up the middle.
For the first down. Graham and Zahner on the stop.
We got a timeout. He got to the 32. We picked up 16. Bangura's rushed for 137 yards and 2 touchdowns. .49 ticks left. The band will be set to perform at halftime. Did a good job, as you saw, if you were with us at the beginning of the game, with the anthem. So we're back to football. I said the 32. It's at the 37. So we picked up 11 yards on the play. Evans by himself in the backfield. Rolling, looking, lets it fly deep. Picked off. That's that receiver.
Prince Brown was intercepted by number 23.
Augustine is having himself a day. He went high in the air. He's over 6 foot. He came down with it at the Swampscott 5-yard line with 42 ticks left. I don't think they're going to do anything silly here. Although they certainly have that ability for that quick strike. We mentioned in Zahn, he's gone over 1,000 yards passing. And it's only 4.5 games. They send wideouts right and left, double up on each side. They hand it off straight ahead. Out near the 15 for a first down. That's January.
Before Dylan, January on the carry. Play good for a Swampscott first down.
10 yards and a first down. They give it to him again. He gets about 5 to the 20.
Once again, it's still in January on the carry. Stopped by number 75, Uriel Garcia. And number 5, Miguel Ramos.
They run it again. This will be the last play. They're going to throw it. Wheel. Wide open. He made the catch. Sevens might have saved the touchdown.
Pass complete to number
They
3,
threw it deep.
on the Bulldog sidelines. He was immediately brought down by Matt Severance. Play good.
The English thinking they were going to
First down.
run it again. They went 25 yards on the pass play. He was behind the defense. Sevens had to come all the way from his safety spot to make the tackle, while Swampscott was going to take the lead. So Swampscott is going to take a lot of momentum. They can take a shot here. Downfield, look for a touchdown or look for a penalty down deep. 5 seconds on the clock. So we got a timeout with 5 seconds left. So they ran January twice for 15 yards. Everybody figured they'll run it again and run the clock out because they're getting the ball to start the second half. Instead, they fake the run and they throw it deep. And they were lucky that it was along the sideline because Oriaki was there. And if he caught it in stride, inbounds, he may have taken it for a touchdown. Sevens had a little bit of an angle on him. but he was able to knock him out of bounds. So it was all English through the first play of the second period. And now Swampscott has scored 2 straight times. They almost made it 3. And let's see if they go for it here. You would think they would. They set up the screen to January. He's hit and knocked down at the English 48. Seven yards on the play. That'll end first half. Back and forth we go. All English in the early going. A couple of missed opportunities on long pass plays that could have been touchdowns for the Bulldogs. A fumble recovery that didn't hurt them initially, but it forced English to punt from the shadow of their goalpost. The snap was no good. Swampscott came up with the ball at the 2, and they ran it in for the score. And then a big 60-yard pass play got Swampscott back in the ball game, and they converted just inches in on the 2-point conversion on the second touchdown to Jonathan Oriaki. And we started the game dead even. We're going to finish the first half dead even. It's English 14, Swampscott 14 at halftime. Welcome back to Manning Field as we're set to start the second half. Swampscott scoring late, had a big second period, and they tied the game 14-14. That's where we are as we start the second half. English will get to kick it off. So let's see if that Swampscott momentum carries over or English can take it away. The Bulldogs would like to make it 2 in a row, the Jeff Blydell Cup, if you weren't with us early. Jeff Blydell was an outstanding athlete, great teammate of mine in fast pitch softball, outstanding gentleman. His 2 sons played for Swampscott. Jeff was a great athlete at English. He coached Chris Carroll in the men's baseball league, semi-pro league. English kicks it off, and Swampscott's going to get it and return it to about the 31-yard line, and that's where Swampscott will put it in play. Inzana, the quarterback. Augustin had the big play in the first half. The botch punt gave Swampscott a short field. January scored the touchdown, and then Augustin with the long 60-yard pass play got Swampscott even. They throw it out, caught by Augustin. He's got another one across the 35. Kind of a funny day. The sun has come out at times. Other times it's been overcast, cooled off, then warmed up. They get out to the 37. Second down and just about 3. They run it straight ahead. January gets nailed.
Number 4, Dylan January.
Alex Brennis with the hit. They lose a yard back to the 36. It'll be 3rd and 4. They have the Blydell Cup every year. English looking to make it 2 in a row. With his sons playing at Swampscott and Jeff being a former English player, it only made sense. They screen the other way, they're not going anywhere. That's a play they've run before. They fake going to the far side. Augustin cuts in the middle. They dump it off, and he's had a couple of big plays like that. English is all over that play. They lose another yard, and it's going to be 4th and 5, and Swampscott will have to kick it away. So the English defense comes up big. Kick is away. They let it bounce. They get out of the way, and Swampscott will down it. At the English 34-yard line. Severance has not done a lot of passing today, but he did do enough passing to skip right past his coach, Chris Carroll, who was the leading yardage passer for Lynn English. Severance has passed there. He's going over 4,000 yards. So congratulations, Matt Severance. He's the young man that does it both offensively and defensively. There isn't a better two-way player in the conference, I don't think, in the Northeastern Conference, and there aren't many around.
Number 3, Nick Bates on the carry.
I can think of Mike Sanristel,
Number 76,
the two-way player for Everett, who's an outstanding player. And Severance is certainly in his category. But congratulations to Matt for bypassing his coach. And I think Chris Carroll will be the first one to say congratulations. Perla with the catch. Second, third effort. Excuse me, that's Prince Brown with the catch. Second, third effort gets English a first down.
11, Prince Brown for a Bulldog first down.
Out to the 46-yard line.
Nick Racer on the stop.
They run it straight ahead. Short yardage. That's Bangura. He's having a day and a half.
Ishmael Bangura on the carry.
He gets it to the 48 for a pickup of 2. Second down and 8.
Means he had to Lamprou on the stop.
For the Bulldogs. 3 wideouts to the far side. 1 to the near side. The quick out again. Brown with another catch. Good second, third effort. Should get English a first down. Yeah, not forward progress. Let's see what they give him. They're not going to give it to him. He was across the 45. He had the first down yardage, and they're only going to give him to the 45. So it's going to be third down and a yard.
It will be 3rd and 1. Ball at the big blue 45.
At the 45-yard line. They go double wing. Bangura gets the pitch. Didn't get much, but didn't need much. He's going to pick up the first down.
Smile Bangura powers ahead for the first down. Ball spotted at the big blue.
He got to the 43 for a pickup of 2. They stay in that double wing. They give it to Bangura coming to the near side. Blockers out in front. Swampscott does a nice job. Still in January. Cut inside.
Once again, it's Bangura on the
And Oriaki as well.
Brought down by number 3, Jonathan Oriaki. Number 4, Dylan
They hold it to a
January.
1-yard gain. It'll be second down and 9.
Will be 2nd and 9 from the 40.
14-14 here in the third period. Big one in the Northeastern Conference. Both teams undefeated in the conference. Swampscott undefeated overall. English has a loss to Malden Catholic, which doesn't count in the league, of course. Double the wideouts to either side. Fowler goes in motion. Severance lets it fly. Incomplete. Looking for Brathwaite cutting across the middle.
Severance pass intended for number 14, DJ Bradley. Incomplete.
Pass a little bit behind them. It'll be 3rd and 9. Three wideouts to the far side, 2 to the near side. Severance takes off and runs with it. And not going to get very much, if anything. Going to bring up a 4th and long. They give him a yard to the 40-yard line.
Ishmael Bangura. Stopped by number 35.
So
Connor
4th and
Lynch.
8.
Number 40, Nick Racer.
We'll be closing in on 4 minutes left in the period when they snap the football.
It will be 4th and 8.
Ball just shy of the 40-yard line. They double the wideouts to either side. So Chris Carroll going on 4th down. And here we get motion. Did somebody move? going to cost English 5. And now that's going to change it for English. They're going to kick it away. The kick is away. Takes a little bit of an English bounce. And good job. Not a long punt, but no return at the 11-yard line. Tajil. Tajadil, I hope I'm pronouncing that somewhat close. And with just under 4 minutes left in the period, Swampscott will have it in a tie game at their 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Inzana, the quarterback, looking to throw. Incomplete. Looking for Oriaki on the far side.
Intended for number 5, Jack Palmer, incomplete.
Second and 10 from the 11.
It will be 2nd and 10, ball at the Swampscott 11.
They run it straight ahead with January.
Number 4, Dylan January on the carry.
They gave him the 14 for a pickup of 3. So a big play here for Swampscott and English, defensively and offensively. From the 14, English would have them kicking from deep in their own end. English could get great field position. Swampscott looking for a first down here on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. It got tipped by Perta, picked off by Severance at the 31-yard line. So they're going to get even better position. Perta got a hand on the ball, tipped it. Severance, we told you, he's a great two-way player. And English will have it at the 18-yard line. So a big break for the Bulldogs. Here's the replay. There's the tip by Perta. Severance, Matt on the spot. And English has it at the 18-yard line with a chance to break the tie. And even if they can get close, Tyler Drynan's got a very good foot. They go to that double wing. And now we got a timeout, I think, by Swampscott. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Just under 3 minutes left in this third period. Swampscott owned the second period. Getting 2 scores after English scored very early and grabbed a 14-0 lead. Swampscott came back, helped out by a bad snap on a punt that gave Swampscott the ball at the 2-yard line. And January on one play went in. He scored on a long pass play late to go into the locker room tied. Bangura off the right side. That was about the 15, maybe the 14. They put it at the 15.
Bangura on the run.
So he picked up 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Will be 2nd and 7, ball at the Big Blue 15.
The pitch to Bangura coming to the near side. Cuts it up inside, back to the near side. He's got a first down and a lot more inside the 5. Started the near side, looked like it was clogged, took one step like he was going to go back to the middle, and then broke it back. Had good blocking, a lot of red shirts out in front. He gets to the 4-yard line. It's going to be first and goal for the Bulldogs.
First and goal in English.
Bangura piling up the yardage. He scored both touchdowns. And now English with a chance to break the tie. First and goal from the 4. The pitch to Bangura, straight ahead, walks in, standing up. Easy touchdown, he picks up his 3rd. English goes 31 yards for the score. And they break the tie, they're back on top 20-14, as you saw the replay. And Dryden will try to make it 21. Severin's the holder. So English uses up a lot of the 3rd period and puts Swampscott in a hole. The kick, no good. So English leads by 6 with a minute and a half left in this 3rd period. And they'll be kicking off yet again here in the 3rd period.
We have a winner in the
The biggest lead was 14-0 before Swampscott scored 2 in the 2nd period to tie it. And that gave Swampscott momentum coming out to the 2nd half because they got the ball to start the 2nd half. English shut them down. And the defense, this is a team English that gave up 76 points in the last 2 games. They have been outstanding on defense here today. One bad snap on a punt and one long pass is all that the defense has given up. And you can't really credit the defense or debit the defense for that one touchdown because of a bad snap on a punt. Swampscott only had to go 2 yards. Kick is away. Starting it back. Hit. The ball goes to the ground. There's a pileup. The English are saying they have the football. Let's see what the official says. Getting up off the bottom of the pile. Tajadil. So 2 quick turnovers. 2 quick turnovers by the Bulldogs. And they're back in business again. They just, the pick by Severance set up a 31-yard drive. Now they get the ball to 28 with a chance to put a little more daylight between them and the Big Blue. Severance will bring the play to the huddle.
Will be first and 10, ball at the Big Blue.
Huge opportunity for the Bulldogs. Swampscott and now English has to get a player out. They're missing a fullback. They only have 10 players. Matt Severance is saying, we're missing a player. They better hurry up with it. They don't want to get a 5-yard penalty. In that double wing, here comes Bangura. Gets down to about the 20-yard line.
Bangura on the run.
Flags all over the place. The officials having a conversation, trying to decide what they're going to do. They get the ball just inside the 20-yard line. Official with an explanation. Face mask against Swampscott. Unsportsmanlike against English. So they'll sort this all out. Mark off the penalty, and we'll see where they go from there. Face mask against Swampscott. And now they're going to mark. So they mark 10 against English. Against Swampscott, they're going to mark 15 against English. So they gave Bangura 8 on the play. They're calling it 1st and 10. They marked off 10 yards against Swampscott for the face mask, and they marked off 15 against English, and that was all away from the play. So they put it back at the 25-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. The pitch to Brown. Fake cutting it up inside, turns the corner, gets near the 20.
Prince Browner on the left end for the Bulldogs.
They give him a 22 for 3. And if they get this play off, it'll be the last play. They run it to the right side. Cutting around the corner, he's going to walk in. Bangura. Now we got a flag behind the play, after the play.
We got a touchdown run for number 8, Ishmael Bangura.
I think the touchdown's going to count. Here's the replay. Outside, couple of big blocks, and he just beats him to the outside and goes in from 22 yards. So they take advantage of the interception. They take advantage of the fumble recovery. Their third 3-play drive. Bangura is inching in to 200 yards. They threw a flag at the back end of the play. Against Swampscott. I'm assuming that will be on the kickoff. Ryan will look for the extra point. Kick is good.
Ryan, the extra point is good. The score with 14 seconds to go in the third quarter is now Lynn English 27, Swampscott 14.
English is going over 200 yards rushing. Bangura 181. What a game he's having. That front line taking charge. The offensive line for English opening up holes. And he made it easy. Bangura got to the line of scrimmage, busted it to the outside, and had clear sailing. The English will kick it off. And depending how long the kickoff takes, it could be the last play, or we could have one play. English is going to kick off from the 45-yard line of Swampscott after that penalty. So when things went almost virtually perfect for Swampscott in the second period, it's turned around here in this third period. They went 3 and out with a punt. They went 3 and out with an interception. And then they lost it on the ensuing kickoff after English took advantage of the interception with a touchdown and fumbled it away. And English picks up 2 quick scores. Brynan kicks a little ground ball. Being a Monday morning quarterback, I might have kicked it deep rather than give Swampscott any kind of field position. It's going to be at the 32, I think. Now they're going to put it at the 31. Well, Swampscott will run a play unless it's a very quick incomplete pass. This period will be over. And we'll be down to 11 minutes left. Motion to the far side. Looking to throw. They throw it long and deep, and he's wide open down the sideline. Foot race. Breaks a couple of tackles. Stays on his feet. Knocked down at about the 6.
Pass complete to number 3, Jonathan Ariaki for a big Swampscott.
Arazi wide open down the sideline. They get it down. As is the replay. Keep fighting for yardage. Period's over. They get it down to the 6. 63 yards on the pass play. English has run for 222. Swampscott has passed for 219. So with that catch, Ariaki has 2 catches for 88 yards. Augustin has 5 catches for 123. So at the 6-yard line, it will be 1st and goal for the Big Blue. I told you they would, sooner or later, they were going to fake that quick out and go deep, and they did. And they can very quickly get back in this. They snap it too high, and they're going to nail in the backfield, back at the 10-yard line. They almost passed it over in Zana's head. They lost 4 yards.
Quarterback
They didn't run the ball at all. They've got 19 yards rushing.
Phoenix Figueroa Marquez at number 52, Ryan Dewan.
2nd and goal from the 10. Double wideouts to either side. They throw it deep. Severance almost picked it. He was there, and he would have walked down the sideline. He read it perfectly, got there, and he's mad at himself for not picking it off. Again, they kind of faked it to the near side, threw it deep to that far side. They didn't throw it cutting to the middle where they've been successful. They threw it into the far corner, and it was incomplete. 3rd and goal from the 10. They try to run January straight ahead. So here we go with another big 4th down play. They got to the 8. They picked up 2. Fourth and goal from the 8. Everybody up, Swampscott fans, English fans. They're trying to set up the screen. He's in trouble. Lets it fly for the end zone. Tip, we got a flag coming in. The official was right on the play and didn't throw the flag, The official way over on this side threw a flag. Let's see what this is about. Illegal receiver downfield, English holds. I was hoping he wasn't going to call interference on that play. He wasn't in the same time zone. Illegal receiver. Refused, English holds. The defense has come up big. And boy, we talked about this before the game. English in their last 2 games had given up 76 points. Give a credit to the defense in this game. Boy, they have come up tough. This is the second time they've shut Swampscott down close, and they didn't let them in. So if nothing else, English can shrink the game up a little bit. They go to the double wing. Bangura ducks his head, gets to the 10 for a couple. He's 17 yards shy of 200 yards.
Gain of 2, it will be 4th and 8. Excuse me, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Buddy Barrett just announced 4th and 8, and English fans all looked at him and said, what? They stay in the double wing. Sevens try to keep it straight ahead. Short yardage. Out to the 12. They gave him the 13 for 3. Third and 5. To the near side, trying to get around the corner, not going to get there. Swampscott just get out there, stuffed it, clogged it up.
For 11, Prince Brown on the carry.
Brown picked up a yard to the 14.
Garner Lynch on the stop.
Eagles will have to kick it away. Fourth and 4. So Swampscott's going to get good field position. But they had very good field position the last time they had the ball at the 10-yard line. Actually has it at the 6. First and goal at the 6. Now we're going to get a timeout. English was hesitant, but now they send the punt team out. Looking for the good snap. Swampscott's not very deep. Deep man for Swampscott is at the, now he's backing up outside the 35-yard line of English. The kick is away. They let it bounce. Takes a little bit of an English bounce. It's going to die at the 45-yard line. Can't get a lot closer. Swampscott has passed for 219. English has run for 228. This is virtually a must-score situation for Swampscott. Caught. Taking it out of bounds is Oriaki.
Fans, we have a winner in the Lynn English cheerleader.
At the 37, they picked up 8.
Ticket is number 538009. Yellow ticket 538009. You can pick up your prize at the concession stand.
Oriaki is closing in on 100 yards. He's got 3 catches for 94. 2nd and 2. Quick out, threw it too wide. He was open. So a 1 yard difference, 227 passing for Swampscott, 228 rushing for English right now. And the game has been virtually what we expected, a tongue war. Third and a couple. Let's see if they run January, try and get the first down. Over the middle. Diving catch at the 25-yard line.
Zano's pass complete to number 23 into Augustin. Very good for a Swampscott first down. It will be 1st and 10, ball at the Bulldog 25.
Augustin with another catch. They put the ball at the 25. They picked up 12. Now they're going to lose yardage. Good defense there. That's a nice open field tackle by Bates.
It's complete to number 4, Dylan January. Lost the ball 1. It will be 2nd and 11, ball at the 26.
We'll call it no gain. They fake that again and go over the middle again. They've done that all day.
Pass complete once again to Augustin. Brought down by Matt Severance.
The ball's at the 15. They picked up 10.
First down.
That's enough for a first down. $145 catching for Augustin. Looking, they throw it in the corner of the end zone, threw it too far. They're going strictly to the pass right now. And they should, because they're not running at all. They've only got 21 yards rushing. And we've got under 5 minutes left in the game, and they only have 21 yards rushing. So Swampscott has to score quickly, and you would think if they do, you'd look for an onside kick to try and get the ball back, because they need 2 scores. Nobody in the backfield. They threw it too wide. They let him too far. Oriaki was out there in the flat. He was stationary.